Hey, welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you. Thanks for checking out the channel. Still bumped from the garage studio, but that will be settled soon, so I cannot wait to have my new place to be recording for you guys. In the meanwhile, I'm kind of just roving through house rooms right now, but come on the bearer of bad news. Jaelan Phillips announces today that he is done for the season. We all saw the injury that happened on Monday Night Football. He had been arguing with trainers on the sidelines. He came in. He had that fantastic play where he batted the ball, comes back in, and then eventually leaves again. And this is the statement that he puts out. He put the caption, "I bleed for this game and my team. I'm devastated to have to miss another season, but my resolve has never been stronger. I'll be back." He then posts in a longer caption, during the game on Monday, I suffered a season-ending knee injury that will require reconstructive surgery. I believe that our lives are defined by how we handle adversity. In these moments of uncertainty, defeat, and sorrow, it is natural to question your purpose and wonder, what is the meaning of this pain? I know that my purpose is to inspire people and never give up, no matter how many times you get knocked down. I am living testimony of the power and resilience and faith. I feel strength knowing that my God is greater than any obstacle. Through him, I will persevere. There's nothing in life that you can't overcome as long as you don't quit. The mission is still the mission. I have unfinished business to take care of, and I will come out of this trial victorious. Thank you for all your continued support and love. Fins up. That from Jaelan Phillips today, announcing that he is done for the season. Incredibly devastating news. I mean, the guy came back from an Achilles, made it all the way back to play in week one. Looked incredible. Everybody just talking about what a physical freak the guy is. And then, of course, you get this news that he's not going to be able to play for the rest of the season. And you just, look, you feel horrible for him. You know that Jaelan had put some things on social media after the Thursday night game that, he was dealing with some things even mentally and spiritually, just because he didn't feel like he was even playing up to his standard, even though it's incredible that he was even out there to begin with. And now, you're in this situation where after all that work that he put in, boom, it's done. And it's look, man, To big picture it for the season, this season is nothing short of a nightmare for the Miami Dolphins. There has been nothing good this year. Nothing. Everything that could go wrong, or you maybe thought was a concern, has turned out to either a full-blown vulnerability, or has catastrophically failed, or players with injury concerns are already done. Week 5 before an early bye week. And I get it. Look, I told you, there are people out there who are pessimistic and had your worries and had your concerns. This is an avalanche of bad news, right? Because even I would argue that Jaelan Phillips was probably maybe one of the lone great stories of the Dolphins season so far, and that is now officially shelved for another year. Fortunately for him, the Dolphins did pick up his 5th-year option, so he does have that security now coming off of 2 devastating injuries. But this was supposed to be a monster year for him. He was gunning for probably a life-changing contract for himself. But this, you first off think about how you wanted to first catch up to the Bills. You get drubbed by the Bills. You want Tua to stay healthy. Tua not only gets hurt, but he gets hurt in the worst injury that he could possibly have, which was devastating looking concussion on prime time for everybody to watch. Then the backup, who you had been grooming for the last 3 years, not only looks horrible in performance, but then also gets hurt. And then you have to play a quarterback who is, here for a week and a half and is sleeping on an air mattress basically because he can't even move into his Miami apartment. And then on top of that, you talk about the durability concerns of the team. Everything that people did raise red flags to. Your older running back, by the way, Raheem Mostert, 32 years old. He can't get on the football field. Teron Armstead, who could never stay healthy, shocker, he hasn't been healthy, suffers a concussion. And Bradley Chubb, Mike McDaniel said yesterday, yeah, his injury is really serious. None of your rookie class, which looked like it was going to be stud-filled in the preseason, well, we bought a little bit too much into that. Maybe we'll see if Patrick Paul comes through. So it's one of those things where just everything has gone wrong for this Dolphins team. Everything. Everything has just gone catastrophically wrong. And now it's like, it's almost to the part where it's like a sick joke. Like, man, like really? Now not only is Tua out, Teron out, Raheem out, can't get the run game going, can't get any plays to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's kind of having jokey jokes today on social media, and I'm not mad about it. I mean, that's what Tyreek Hill is. He's a troll, but probably not the time, Like, I mean, I would just say for Tyreek Hill, like, not the day that I would troll. It would say with your team 1-3. The JP news hadn't come out yet, but like I don't know if I would antagonize the fan base with how the team has been performing and him not exactly playing up to snuff either. So I'm flummoxed, man. I'm flummoxed. This is rough. Mike McDaniel's offense, the guy looks like he can't coach his way out of a wet paper bag. Team doesn't get in the end zone anymore. And so now, yeah, like you're left with these questions of like, of course, nobody wants to think about like tanking the season 5 weeks into this thing. But this may be just like inevitable. Like this just may be, this happens to teams. Sometimes football and the football gods are just like against you, and everything that you kind of accounted for, like, yeah, that could happen. It has happened and worse. And so I don't know whether I'm getting texts and messages, blow it up, tank, trade, set the house on fire. I get it. This is not one of those things. I'm not telling you guys to be rats off a ship, but I don't know what even the most optimistic Dolphin fan could point to right now. Even Chop Robinson, Baldy, who loves football, Ryan Baldinger's like, he did nothing. Jalen Wright, haven't really seen maybe a whisper of what we saw in the preseason. Malik Washington, 1 catch, hasn't really gotten to play. So you don't even have like a rookie stud from this draft class that you could be really, really excited about. And by the way, for Chop Robinson, like, man, you want to talk about the pressure getting dialed up for your rookie season the rest of the year? Because I was just thinking for this week, I was like, Chop Robinson, it's been a little bit quiet, been a lot of been around the football, but still haven't gotten that sack yet. Haven't seen the chop celebration. Haven't gotten to bust out the lumberjack outfit for him yet. And now you're in this position. Who's your best pass rusher? Emmanuel Ogbah, who you got like right as the season ended, because Mike McDaniel didn't sound like Bradley Chubb was coming back anytime soon. Odell Beckham, by the way, he hasn't even stepped on the football field yet. Hasn't even taken a real pass from Tua. By the way, he won't, because even if he comes back this week for practice, Tua's still in the middle of IR, so he's not back. It's it's crazy, man. This is bananas. And all the while the Bills just keep like chugging along, smoked you. Yeah, they lost. Derrick Henry steamrolled them on Monday Night Football. But like, what the truth is right now. That the Dolphins didn't look anywhere near ready. And so like, what's the most optimistic thing? Like, everybody gets healthy by the time that matchup happens. You go and win on the road. Like, that's the only way it's going to feel salvageable. Somehow the Dolphins can get their way through these next couple of games, get themselves back to 500. Tua comes back for Arizona to set themselves up for a Bills game that could really redefine the season. But I literally think I'm talking about unicorns and hobgoblins at this point, because that sounds like mother frickin' fantasy. That does not sound like anything logical that could happen. I can't lie to you. I'm just sad. Just sad.